And we got a shot at a $478 bounty, everyone. This is huge. Come on, man.
I'm taking you to a different card room here in San Antonio.
I'm gonna play this $2,600 satellite.
Oh, come on, man.
There's no overnight celebrities at all. That's like not a thing.
Nice spot. I'm gonna jam it. I'm gonna rip it. He's got queens. If you want to bet on Drew, this is the week to bet on me, everyone.
By the way, I don't even know if I filmed before the stream started tonight. It's crazy.
You had one job. Just the one.
Now the stream's over. The league games are done. Hannah's sleeping. It's dark. I'm scared. Actually, I'm hungry a little bit. And I'm like, man, I should just go to bed. Should I just go to bed? Or should I make me some noodles? And I think the noodles are gonna win tonight. It's been a minute.
Let's see, actually, I don't know if, these are the ones right here. These are the best. Okay. It's a little spicy, but oh, it's so good. Gosh, we got a bunch of good ones in here. This one's pretty bomb too. This is a classic Korean one here, Chapaghetti. This one's pretty awesome too. This creamy carbonara. This is what I'm going with tonight.
This is my post-home game celebration. It was a really fun night. We had Hoser Hero, one of our home game regulars, who just crushed it tonight. Tomorrow we're back at it. Tomorrow's Thursday. For us, Thursday, are working on some videos, getting ready to play live poker. And then Friday and or Saturday, I'll be playing some live poker this week. So we're gonna have some of that coming up. I'm going into this noodles and you're going somewhere else. Bye.
Today I am headed to the bank. I figured we would chat about some things that I've learned in poker. This topic seems fitting as I'm on my way to the bank right now. It's so basic, Bankroll management. There's no overnight celebrities at all. That's like not a thing. Nobody just becomes an overnight professional poker player. What is real is the grind. If you're not willing to grind the smaller stakes, build your bankroll, build a good foundation, with poker, your business just isn't going to succeed. If you're a poker player trying to make it full-time, part-time poker player, whatever the case may be, essentially you're running a business. You have your bankroll, you choose spots to make good investments. And you also have to ensure that you survive your business. So you just can't take all of your bankroll and then buy into whatever the tournament might be that looks fancy, juicy. Because guess what? A good player is gonna have like a 20-25% ROI. You're playing online versus smaller fields, a little bit more intimate. Maybe you can touch 40% ROI, which is crazy. I've seen it though. I have a couple of friends who play on some smaller intimate sites without huge fields, and they're able to have like a 40% return on investment, but that is not real. So considering that, think about how many times you have to fail, how many times you have to bust out of a tournament in order to succeed. You need to give yourself at least the pretty standard 100 big blinds bankroll. So if you have a $500 bankroll that you're starting with, you should be playing $5 or less tournaments. But this is my just biggest piece of advice to anybody trying to come up in poker. Once you have no more bankroll, if you can't replenish it, whatever the case may be, that's it. The doors are closed for business. You have no opportunities to make money. My biggest moment in poker to this day will have been the day that I started to pay respect to the bankroll gods. I had a job. I was depositing $300 to $500 every time I got a paycheck, and just losing and playing tournaments that I wanted to play but weren't smart to play. And I remember I just had a moment. I was like, you know what? I'm putting on $20 and I'm going to play the small stakes. I need to know what it's like to actually just make a roll last. And I was committed to it. $20 bankroll, and I spun it up to $5,000. The journey there was not pretty, but I did it, and that was the start of my real, I feel like, part of my professional poker career. That is it for today's Drew's Rambles. Next time, we will talk about another topic, and I hope to bring you guys more value. So cheers, and tomorrow we'll be playing live poker, so check it out, and yeah, let's get it.
Hannah's famous fried rice. She's got a pan full of vegetables sizzling away, all coming together for some serious flavor. She's also cooking down some crispy bacon, chopping up fresh toppings, and getting everything ready. Once the bacon is rendered, she adds some eggs, letting them cook alongside in the savory mix. Then in goes the star of the show, day-old rice. soaking up all those delicious flavors from the pan. After a quick toss and a little patience, it transforms into a beautiful golden brown masterpiece. Bacon, eggs, vegetables, and rice all perfectly combined. I say a little prayer before taking my first bite because this is a special treat, and I just had to share it with you all. Thank you, honey.
We have made it. It is Friday, which means we're going to be going play some live poker today. Right now I'm just getting caught up on my boy Boski's vlogs over here, you know what I mean? My man's been out here doing it for a long time. I'm trying to learn something, man. I'm trying to get in with him. That Ryan guy too, he's kind of funny. The John guy, the Canadian guy, he's kind of a funny guy too. So the vlog tonight, I'm taking you to a different card room here in San Antonio actually, because you know what, I just have a feeling tonight I want to play an uncapped 1-2 game. So I have to go to SA Card House to get that game. For those of you who've never been a part of the Texas poker scene, what you do is you pay an upfront membership. It's like 20 bucks. And then the way that these rooms operate legally is they operate as private clubs. So when you go in every day, you pay your $5 check-in fee. They don't rake pots. So what they do is they charge an hourly seat fee for you to play the cash games. So the pots, no rake. It's really nice. For the tournaments, there is a fee incorporated into the buy-in, and then it's normal. Play poker, boom, 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 you're there. So a lot of clubs are open here in San Antonio, and this one is the second biggest club, I would say, in San Antonio. Different vibe, different energy, some different games. So we're gonna take you there tonight, and hopefully we win some big pots and have some sexy chips to show you later.
We have arrived to SA Card House. We brought $3,000 with us, okay? So this is a 1-2 match the stack game. So depending on the biggest stack at the table, I will be able to match the biggest stack. The games seem to be plentiful, and yeah, we're gonna get in there and see how it goes.
We're gonna get in there and see how it goes.
Let's go, give it our best shot.
I'm gonna go play some cards, I'm gonna do some gambling, and we're gonna see what happens, okay? That's pretty much what's gonna go down here. And if I come out a big winner or a big fat loser.
How are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good. Good to see you. Look at Jacob, everyone, from the stream.
Coming out of my cage.
Wow, you look good, buddy.
Thank you, you too.
Okay, so I ran into one buddy earlier, and look, I ran into the other buddy. Yeah, I ran into Jacob as soon as I walked in.
Oh, yeah, he said he was coming.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So,
Hell yeah. Yeah, go see you too.
yeah. Hello, how are you? Not bad, not bad.
First hand up, I'm in the cutoff with pocket eights. There's a $5 straddle, middle position limps, and I bump it up to $20. The big blind and the straddle both call. We're 4 to the flop. The board comes 3, 7, 6. Pretty good for me. I've got an overpair. It checks to me, and I fire out 75 into the $81 pot. The big blind folds, but early position shoves for 255 bucks. The middle position player gets out of the way, and I have an easy decision here. I put in the call. The board runs out 5 of diamonds, 9 of hearts. My opponent rolls over queen, 7 of spades for top pair on the flop, but my eights hold. A nice $590 pot to kick things off. Next up, I'm in late position with pocket sevens. I decide to overlimp here, and Jacob in the small blind raises it up to 20. It gets back to me, and I make the call. Flop comes 8, 4, 6. Pretty good board for me. Jacob decides to continue his betting. He bets 30 bucks, and with my pair plus gut shot, I'm definitely not going anywhere. The turn brings the 2 of hearts. Jacob checks, and after a little bit of deliberation, I decide to take a free card as well and bluff catch Jacob. Jacob and I have a bit of history. We've played a lot on the what used to be Rounders live stream. The river is the 2 of diamonds. Jacob fires 55 bucks, and as played, my hand is a bluff catcher. I am not folding here, so I make the call, and sure enough, Jacob does not show, but later he would tell me that he had king queen.
Look at this. We got a little power bowl here, some veggies, over easy egg, some salmon, some rice, and maybe a little old fashioned.
Now I pick up ace jack offsuit on the button. Jacob raises to 15, middle position calls, and I decide to play it aggressively on the button, bumping it up to $50. Jacob folds, but middle position calls. Flop comes ace, king, 8 with 2 clubs. My opponent leads out for $100 with 370 behind. It's a little bit peculiar, and this is not often something players will do here. He's an older gentleman, definitely not old man coffee, but experienced enough to play solid. I just call to keep things balanced. Turn brings the 10 of clubs, completing the flush draw. He now checks, and after some deliberation, I bet $80, targeting 1 pair hands and weaker flush draws. He calls. The river is a brick. 4 of diamonds. He checks, and I notice something interesting. He starts fiddling with his chips, which is often a tell, and instead of betting, I eventually vocalize,
All right, sir, you got me to check. I check.
my opponent flips over pocket 9s with no club, and I scoop a nice $478 pot. I'm in the small blind with ace king offsuit. There's a $10 straddle on, 3 players limp, and I make it 60. Only middle position, the same villain from the last hand calls. Flop is jack 3-6 with 2 diamonds. This board is good for my opponent. I don't think I'm getting him to fold a lot, so I check, and so does he. Turn is a 3 of hearts. I very well could have the best hand when my opponent doesn't bet here, because he's going to be betting top pairs, middling pairs, trying to just take down the pot there. So I check again, and now he bets 25. Here, I have an easy call. The river is the 4 of diamonds, bringing in the flush. Now here's where things get weird. He bets out of turn for $125. I'm not saying that this gentleman did this, but I will say that this is a common live angle by some players who've been playing for quite some time. They understand the dynamics of some situations, they understand their perceived image, and there are things they know they can get away with.
So does his bet stay now? So unless I won't call anything. If I take an aggressive action, he gets his bet back and to decide, yeah?
Sometimes players do it to control the action and set their own price. I suspect he's got a weak hand and doesn't want to face a big bet. I now have a decision since he has bet out of turn. If I check, his $125 bet will stay. Action will come back to me. If I bet, it changes action and he could pull back his bet. I decide to check. My opponent's 125 stays, and then I go all in to apply the max pressure. He folds, and I take down the $467 pot. What would you guys do in this situation? Let me know in the comments below how you handle angles like that, and in my spot, if you would have taken the same line that I did. I think it's very interesting, so I'm curious to hear what you have to say. I look down at ace-8 offsuit in the straddle. I raise it up, and we end up going 5 ways to the flop. The flop comes 3-7-9. It checks to me, and I continue to tell the story. I bet $60 to thin the field. Only middle position calls. The same villain from the last 2 hands. The turn is a king of clubs. He checks, and I bet 40, thinking I can still rep a strong hand while keeping his range wide and setting up some nice plays for the river. He calls. The river bricks out with a 2 of spades. His energy shifts a little here. He's acting differently than he had done in the prior hand when the live angle had happened. Originally, my plan was to shove the river, but I decided to check and see what he has in this instance. He flips over 8-9 of diamonds for top pair, and I lose the $327 pot. In hindsight, I don't think he was going to fold with the history building between us, but I really would have loved to seen what he did if I jammed the river there. I'm in the big blind with king, queen offsuit. There's a couple of limps. I raise it to 15 bucks. A middle position player shoves all in for his last $107, folds to me, and I make an easy call. He turns over ace-7 offsuit. We're off to the races.
It's not that good. What is that?
Flop comes queen 8-3, all hearts. I've got top pair now, but he's got the ace of hearts. Turn is an ace of spades, giving him the best hand now. River is a 7 of clubs. He hits 2 pair, and I lose this one. By the way, if you're enjoying these hand histories, you're enjoying the vlog, please do me a favor. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button on the video. Drop some comments, let me know what you like, what you don't like, and now we'll get back to the action. This hand is pure beauty. I call in the small blind with 4-2 of clubs, and the flop comes ace-5-3 rainbow. I flop the nuts. Jacob continues for 25. The middle position player calls. I call as well with the nuts here, knowing that if I raise this dry ace-high flop, a lot of players over c-bet this flop and are going to fold. The turn is the 8 of clubs. I still have the nuts. Jacob fires 80 bucks. Middle position now shoves for his last 159 bucks. I cannot re-raise here. I only have one option. It is to call. So I do that. Jacob calls as well, and we go to the river, which is a 6 of diamonds. Jacob only has $250 or so behind. The pot is already well past that, so I decide that he's going to be checking too many ace highs that he might have, but he will call if I put out a bet. I go all in for his remaining $250. Jacob folds, and I reveal the winner. We do not see my opponent's hand, and the $654 pot comes my way.
Nice flop. Very lucky.
Next up, I'm in the small blind with ace-9 of spades. The $5 straddle is on, and we get a full parade of limpers. 5 players call. The button folds, and I just complete the small blind. Big blind gets out of the way, and the straddle bumps it up to 50 bucks, with about 120 behind. An early position short stack calls, and I see a great spot to apply pressure and to gamble a little bit. I shove all in. The early position player folds, and we're heads up.
He's got queens.
Flop comes king, queen, 8. Not great for me, but the turn brings a jack, so now I've got some life. And then the river, a 10, runner straight. My opponent had pocket queens and flopped a set, but I run him down to take the $302 pot.
I know, I felt it coming too. I was like, oh, I feel so bad.
And the very next hand, I pick up ace king on the button. 3 limpers throw in $2. I raise to 15 and all 3 call. We see a 4-way flop, and no way. It's king, queen, 8. Exact same flop as the last hand, down to the suits. I don't know how that's possible. That's crazy. It checks to me, and I bet 35. The villain from earlier calls in middle position. Turn brings the king of spades. I now have trip kings. I likely have the best hand. This turn is amazing because now if my opponent happens to have a queen, he's going to pay me off the remainder of the streets. And if my opponent has a king, I was destined to get it all anyway. How can I bet the perfect amounts to get the remainder of his chips? I decide to bet $55 on the turn, trying to size it just right, and he calls, leaving himself only 94 behind. The river is the 3 of clubs. No changes. He checks, and I do exactly what I had planned. I put him all in. He calls, then mucks, and I take down a solid $431 pot. Now I'm in the big blind with 7-5 offsuit. There's a $5 straddle on. Late position calls, and the button makes a mini raise to 10 bucks. That's unusual. Small blind calls. I call, and we go 5 ways to the flop. And the flop, awesome. Ace 7-7 with 2 spades. A flop trips. The small blind, a short stack, leads for 35 with 78 behind. Raising here would scare everyone away, so I just call, hoping the button comes along, and sure enough, he does. The turn is a jack of clubs. Flush draw still misses, small blind checks, and now it's time for me to start betting, targeting the buttons stack. I fire 80, slightly more than the small blind stack. The button folds, and the small blind calls all in for his last 78. The river, 7 of hearts. I just made quads. But here's the best part. I didn't even know that there was a high hand promotion going on. So the dealer announces,
oh, fuck. High hand, table 13.
I didn't even know. I hit the high hand jackpot for an extra $250. And get this, there was only 30 seconds left in the hour for a high hand to be reported. So in total, I end up scooping a $561 pot here.
Wow. 30 seconds left, and I end up winning the high hand. Unless somebody beats quad 7.
Final hand of this evening, and it's a beauty. I'm on the button with pocket 2s. Middle position raises to $12. 4 players call, and I join in. Flop comes ace, deuce, 7 rainbow. I've flopped bottom set. Life is good. The initial raiser bets 20, and I decide to just call. Another situation where I have a very dry ace-high flop, and I do not want the over c-betting part of my opponent's range to fold. I'm hoping he just has an ace. Turn is a 4 of spades. He bets 30. Another tiny bet. I suspect he's got a weak ace and is trying to control the pot. I call again to keep my hand well underrepresented. River is another 4, so I now have a full house. My opponent bets $75, and with about $240 behind, I decide to put him all in. Of course, why wouldn't I? I have a full house. He calls, mucks his hand, and I scoop an $803 pot to end the night. What a session. Some crazy hands, some wild reads, and even a little jackpot money. I started the night buying in for $1,000 and ended up cashing out for $2,664. A solid $1,664 profit.
We finished up. It was a fun night, and honestly, it really just picked up at the end there. We started to make some huge hands. I actually couldn't believe it. I can't remember the last time I ran that hot anywhere. The job is done.
Now we rest. All right, today is Saturday, and Hannah and I are at the dog park. New dog park, taking Noodles for an experience. I just heard about this dog park from some guy in our neighborhood. It's pretty cool, so I don't think I'm gonna be playing any poker today. And these days are actually, I think as a professional poker player, professional anything, professional lifer, really, the days away and kind of, it's tough for me sometimes to turn off. And this is like a nice turn off. I know Noodles loves this. He's gonna remember being here. He's gonna sleep good tonight. But these turn offs are like super important. Just time with, you know, Hannah, the dog, and recharging for tomorrow, which is a big day, Sunday. The preparation for success. It's not always studying, grinding, doing this, doing that. Sometimes it is conserving your energy, resting, spending time with loved ones. And I think it is massively important to have that life balance. And when you see your dog's face and they're happy, and Noodles is smiling later. Here he is right now, actually, look. Playing with these other dogs. It's worth it, man. It's all worth it. Right, Noodles? The Sunday grind has arrived, and wake up, do my little phone stuff for the lodge, post some stories, my own stuff. Hannah's taking the dog out. We're prepping some food for today. I don't know what Hannah has cooking today, but we need to make sure that we are able to stay focused, locked in the entire Sunday, because we lost our last 3 Sundays. I think the math works out that this is supposed to be a big Sunday. Okay, I gotta go turn on my stream and get ready, but before we go, gotta show a bit more of the kimchi stew here. There's Spam in there, but oh my gosh, this is amazing. I don't know when this is gonna get eaten, but this is getting eaten later. So I just made a big decision. I just decided that I'm gonna play this $2,600 satellite and try to win myself and Hannah, of course, a trip to South Korea. It's gonna be 2 winners, and Hannah has not been back to Korea since she was very, very young. So to be able to win this and take her back would be really cool. Every time I get an opportunity to kind of have a reason to go there, and you know, this would cover a lot of our expenses. To get there, I would just have to pay for Hannah's stuff, right? And then obviously get to play these huge tournaments at Triton. I get choked up a little bit when I think about it. And it feels like I was just supposed to take this shot today, because I don't normally play $2,600 buy-in. So I don't know, man. Maybe we win today, maybe we don't. Life will go on. It is time. I'm all freshened up. And just to further set the vibes, I got my Triton hoodie on and hair done, everything, you know, because I do believe that kind of the energy you put out, you know, look good, feel good, play good, maybe run good, I hope in this instance. But I feel fresh, I feel ready, and Hannah's almost ready. Stream is going, and the satellite, we're in 2650, 2 seats to Jeju, 71 blinds. Wish us luck. All right, YouTubers, if you're wishing me luck right now, hit the like button and subscribe. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna get away from this one with the flat. Check raise looks like they are setting up a turn jam from I'm winning any wave. Got the 2 pair here versus the top pair. Huge pot. Could be in a spot here on the river. We'll have a think. We'll vibe out. I think it discredits me from having a 4 for just calling turn. So I think that I can confidently bluff more here, but also value bet. Tough spot. Put myself in it. I don't know about Crusher. 200 hands. I don't play with them much. I guess we fold. We got 10 bigs, looking for our spot to get it in. There it is. Ace King under the gun. 9 bigs, everyone. First to act, anyway. Good luck us. Triton Satty. Wow, snap called. Hopefully it's Ace Queen, Ace Jack. And we hold. Can we hold, please? Oh, we gotta win a flip. Ah, they flopped a set. Okay. That is it. We're gonna bust out of the satellite. Sigh. Well, we took our shot. Is what it is. GG's.
We did not win the trip to Korea. Very, very sad. But we're at a final table in 109 PKO, and we're deep for another one where we can win $27,000 still here this Sunday. So hopefully we can save it here.
We got aces here facing a 3-bet and 3320K. 20 bigs, we're just gonna put this in. I don't think we get fancy here too much. We can. Are they too aggressive? No, they're not. They're fine. Oh wow, they had kings. Holy crap. We both flop sets. Huge hand here for us in the 3320K. Crazy flop here in the 5500K. Flop a flush draw and a straight. The second note straight, 6-9 beats us, but they opened first to act, so it's unlikely that they're gonna have 6-9. So, let's see. This would be the player you'd think you could call down. I just put it in actually. Okay, so we're going to suck out, well, I guess hit really big versus aces. Pick up a nice stack there up to 58 bigs. 26 minutes left to late reg. Aces over here. 3-betting AKJ Moscow. All right, let's go. Big pot with aces. And they have the ace queen, so let's hold. Very nice. Lock it up on the turn. 92 bigs. Cooler situation. They had 22 bigs. Up to 92. Very nice. Gotta leave room for the blinds to think that nines are good here. And jam it in. Then we just need to win a big pot. All right, we've got a huge, huge situation. 14 of 84 in the 5500K special. These are huge pots to win. You gotta win this one, man. Put your hands together. Pray. Whatever you can do. Another big hand with jacks. Good luck, us. Wow, we're gonna dance. Oh my goodness, thank you. In the situations exactly like we leave room to think that nines, leave room for nines to think that they can go all in. They have full equity. We're all in the PKO. Dirty for them. Amazing for us though. And we have a shot at a bounty. Wow, this is a huge situation, everyone. This is actually pretty massive, so good luck us because we're going to be getting it in. This player is going to be isolating really wide, covering us all behind. We have jacks, and we just need to hold versus this player at least. Huge spot, man. This is massive. You need to win these. Come on, man. One more. Oh, man. Whew. Jeez Louise. All right, we're break even on our buy-in in bounties now, and we have a nice chip stack, 61 bigs. We cover everyone. How weak are they gonna be here? Look at this. I don't know that I can fold here. Should I fold here? 32 blinds. How strong are these ranges? This rejam here. Oh, feels like such a tough spot calling them, but then their rejam covering them too. I cover them. This is 700 bucks. I have to call, I think. Good luck us. Let's run like so sick right here. Oh, come on, man. Hold it, please. Oh my gosh, this is how you win tournaments. Holy crap. $700 in bounties right there. What a freaking run, dude, that we just went on here. A spin up, 75 blinds, 109, 50K. We get hit with the 3-bet here from La Pantarosa. Not folding. 50, yeah, no, it's just, if it's a cooler, it's a cooler. That's it, we just get it all in here. Just is what it is. That kings, wow. I have 15 bigs. I mean, what am I gonna do, pray for a 10 here? Oh! Yes! Wow, I can't believe what it feels like to get that lucky. And we got a shot at a $478 bounty, everyone. This is huge. Come on, man. Hold it, please. Hold it, baby. Oh, the river! Oh my gosh, the river. Dang, that's a big bounty too. That was like a $1,000 swing right there.
The Sunday is over. I just finished my stream. I finished the 109 50K in third for just under 5,000, plus made a deep run in a 5,500K for 500, a little bit more than that. So after a couple of rough Sundays, we managed a nice like 6K in cashes. So good Sunday, very happy for that. We got some momentum. We cashed for 1.7K or roughly like 1660, whatever. Cash game on Friday that we went and played live was great. And then now up about 3,600 or something. So nice little 5K weekend is great. Oh, this week is cool. So the roundup, the 100K guaranteed roundup that Rounders used to do, it was a monthly event.
$150 buy-in is coming back. Lodge is bringing it back, so this is really exciting. And that's coming this week. So the following vlog, you're gonna get to see that. That's a multi-day tournament. And yeah, I'm running good right now, man. I'm feeling good, and I can't wait to play next. So for now, Sunday night, signing off, and I will see you next time.
Just be doing extra shit for no reason.
Honey, I'm trying to get my camera angle set up. All you literally have to do is sit there and be quiet. Is that hard?
My coffee ready.
Okay, go
Hey,
get...
Noodle, you sit down.
Noodles, you sit down. Oh my
Come
gosh.
here, Noodle, you sit down.
No way, he sits here perfectly. Nuda? Nuda?
Move your hand like over the lens so you see.
There, okay, he's good, honey, thanks. All right, good morning, everyone. It is Monday, and I walked into my office this morning and I was like, you know what? My Mondays are office days, and I want to continue to try to share more about like the poker professional life, and I just thought of another very important tip from me, you know, somebody who has been in the poker industry playing and then doing more for now 15 years, 2010. Yeah, it is so important, man, to have additional streams of income. So I work for the Lodge Card Club in San Antonio, and I am a marketing coordinator with them. But also, you know, I have the streaming, the Twitch streaming, social media stuff, the ACR, Team Pro ambassadorship, and all of these things help for my brain to be at ease and to not allow, when I'm playing poker, whether it's a live cash game, whether it's a Sunday online session, you know, I have the ability to play more worry-free when I play poker because of these additional streams of income that I have going for myself. Like, what do I do if I bust my bankroll? What do I do if things just go wrong for enough time? Like, I hate that feeling, that pressure back against the wall. That's a huge thing, actually. I hate feeling rushed because I just get all frazzled. So I like, you know, showing up early and kind of having a plan for things. I learned over the years that you can't just rely on the poker playing. It just will not allow for you to be your best version. Just a guy here who likes to play poker, trying to share some advice based on my experiences. So hopefully this is helpful to somebody out there, and yeah, we'll keep revealing everything that I've learned over my years of playing as a professional poker player and now content creator, poker person. It's Monday, end of January. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. That's so weird. What am I saying? Drewski, signing out. G, not good. G, not good. I'm gonna go do some work. Hey, what's going on? It's Monday. Oh, it's Tuesday, and I am about to go live on my stream. A bit early. These Tuesday streams are still, you know, my brain is waking up and everything. We're about to start the stream here. Hopefully we continue after a very nice Sunday. My confidence is high. Feels like it's taken about a month, but I'm kind of really digging into my schedule. I like it a lot. Hope for the best. Let's go.
We're gonna put it all in versus this player. I think this player might watch the stream. They think that maybe they've heard me talk about them being on the tighter side. They have aces here. I mean, this is a sick cooler. So this is unfortunate for us. Huge spot. Wow, maybe not unfortunate for us. We are running good. You want to bet on Drew? This is the week to bet on me, everyone. I have brought us to the money. We've got chip lead now, and we're approaching the final table of our second tournament of the day. Short stack trying to create fold equity under the gun. Good luck us. Big spot. Potential ladder. Bunch of chips. Vamos. Okay, they got the open-ended. They do not hit. GG's game blouses. We're gonna get a ladder and the chips. So that is lovely. We get to continue to play. This one, 1654K. We're gonna call king high blind versus blind with these effective stack depths. And that's it. We're in trouble. We need help. Backdoor spades or that. All right, so we get lucky there. 109.40K, we got jacks in the small blind. I'm going to make this 9. I want to leave the illusion that I'm going to fold here to roast beef, just enough. You know, they would have had to call 7 more, which means they had 22 behind the jam and wonder if I could fold. Now if this person jams, I might have, if I was mostly focused on this player, I think I make my sizing 7. Okay, here we go. Big pot in the 109 40K, everyone. Got a hold with the jacks. Let's go. Big pot up to 92 bigs. And post late reg in the $11 6K PKO. We got an open from an opponent who seems aggressive, capable, ace 4 suited. I'm gonna jam it. I'm gonna rip it. Oh, we are at risk versus Paulinho. Portugal, Brazil. Wow. 4-5 suited in the streets over here. AC man Steve, he don't play. Give him the straight flush. Wow, he almost got it. AC man Steve don't play. Holy crap. Kind of a middle finger jam in a sense. Like I'm jamming 4x pot. I know it looks like I'm bluffing, but go ahead and try to call it, right? That's kind of the energy. The broski's all in here. Dang, I don't cover this guy. But maybe I have like low board coverage and I can just survive here. We're gonna gamble here. Oh no. Well, it looks like the broski's gonna get it at least. 2 bounties for Jeffrey William Wallace broski and some nice chips. Dang, I even hit a 5. I could have had a lot of things going on there. He just didn't have to have a pair. I beat this one, didn't I? GG's, good lucks to the broski. We have just finished our Tuesday stream and we were down, actually, after looking at the numbers, I think I was only down like maybe $200-300, so it wasn't too bad because I got into the weeds a little bit there, but we kind of just like kept battling. And now, just hanging out, watching some friends streaming on Twitch. Man, I just want to play some video games and chill out for a bit. Goodbye.